How many dead eyes can you look into before you die inside yourself?
I've been dead inside a long time.
Everybody wants to know about Justice League 2. Who can blame them? Zack Snyder's Justice League left an army of DC fans hypnotized and eager. The Snyder Cut, in an exposed fashion, sets up a continuation. However, its sequels may never come out. Warner Bros. Chief Ann Sarnoff says that there are no plans to proceed with the Snyderverse after Zack Snyder's Justice League debuted on HBO Max. The DCEU has been in strife for certain years presently, coming full circle in the arrival of the dramatic form of Justice League in 2017. Fan crusades and critical responses to that film incited Warner Bros. To allow Snyder to reestablish his unique variant of the 2017 film after he left the undertaking during After Creation. In March 2021, Zack Snyder's intended vision of Justice League premiered on HBO Max, which allowed fans to rejoice Snyder's own intention behind the Justice League. However, the original plan was for this Justice League to be followed by 2 more films, but now, Snyder told in an interview, "Warner Bros. Hasn't really expressed any interest in making more movies with me, and that's 100% fine, I understand." So now we assume Snyder may be done with the Justice League for once and for all. More importantly, everyone knows the worlds of DC altered course altogether after the unexpected failure of Justice League in 2017. It's directed to an upswing in DC's fortunes, yet DC's independent methodology implied that the idea of its sequel was dropped, albeit never officially dropped. Zack Snyder started with DCEU with Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. However, they didn't receive expected appreciation and success. Warner Bros. Felt that it was a direct result of the film's dull and dark tone. In this way, they took an attempt to make things lighter with Suicide Squad and afterward Justice League. However, they received even less appreciation and more negative reviews.
Something tells me a whole lot of people are about to die.
At that point, fans began asking for Snyder's own vision of Justice League, and it has been appreciated and loved by fans and critics at the same. Strangely, rather than taking advantage of that success, Warner Bros. Has taken a totally different position and decided to discontinue Snyderverse. Zack Snyder's Justice League is a solid proof of how much everyone underestimated Zack Snyder's style and his audience as well.
How many of you are there? Not enough.
Proving that Warner Bros. Wasn't right from the beginning. In this way, currently in the event that they continue with Zack Snyder's Justice League 2, or suppose an Atom film or a Nightmare film, they'll be accepting that they messed up a big time, and a corporation as big as Warner Bros. Would never do that. The hashtag released the Snyder Cut trend that assisted Snyder with reestablishing his vision transformed into something different completely in the months paving the way to the film's release. Fans on social media requested the release of the Snyderverse, hoping that Warner Bros. Would permit Snyder to keep working with the DCEU and complete the story he started telling with 2013's Man of Steel.
You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark.
However, the studio has started a trend with Zack Snyder's Justice League, and many thought they could do that again if the film were gotten all right. While the Snyder Cut has been adulated, no matter how you look at it, as a huge enhancement for the 2017 film, the studio has likely been in the arranging stages for a post-Justice League world for some time now. Laying the foundation for a cinematic universe requires planning ahead of time, and the fate of the DCEU was likely decided sometime before the studio chose to re-establish Snyder's vision. After every one of the prods towards the finish of Zack Snyder's Justice League, this will presumably be a huge disappointment for fans. However, it may be in the best interest of the studio as well as Snyder. Yet that doesn't really solve the situation that will be on everyone's hands sooner rather than later. While the dramatic cut is here, Warner Bros. Has still been pushing ahead with a portion of the characters in their own films. A third Wonder Woman film is being developed, and Aquaman 2 will enter creation this year. Also, the Flash film is at long last delivering in 2022. Those are simply the characters, who Snyder even cast himself, that can proceed with spin-offs and sequels regardless of whether they aren't attached to Zack Snyder's Justice League. The bigger issue here is that Snyder Cut will have no Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and Zack Snyder's Justice League 3 that will finish up the director's planned storylines for his trilogy and the main characters, yet those characters aren't going anywhere. Snyder was allowed by Warner Bros. To finish up his previously shot footage, as well as film a small number of additional scenes, and fashion it into the version of Justice League he always intended to release, or at least the closest thing possible. To try and tack on an unplanned new ending in an effort to make Zack Snyder's Justice League end conclusively would be to betray the entire spirit behind fans' demand to see Snyder's original vision for the film. Plus, until the Snyder Cut was finally announced, Batman v Superman spent years serving as its own unresolved ending to Snyder's DCEU arc. At least now Snyder gets to wrap things up on his own terms. Hence, as disappointing as it may be for some devoted fans to stream the Snyder Cut on HBO Max and be left with an open-ended conclusion, Zack Snyder's Justice League couldn't actually end in some other way. It's notable that Snyder's Justice League film was planned to set up a spin-off series of sequels that proceeded with its high-stakes story. With that continuation improbable to emerge anytime soon, some may contend that Snyder should have molded some sort of genuine closure for the film he at long last had the chance to make. Nonetheless, that choice would contradict the purpose with which the Snyder Cut was at long last made. Warner Bros. Don't want to work on any more sequels of Justice League. On the other hand, previous failure of Justice League made fans furious for Snyder's own vision of the film, and hence to conclude Snyder's version was not possible in just one film. Creating an entirely different conclusion would again mean changing Snyder's original idea behind Justice League, hence it was better left open-ended, as there is no hope left for its sequel now. Have you seen Zack Snyder's version of Justice League on HBO Max? Tell us now in the comments section below, what are your thoughts about Snyder's Justice League? And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button below the video. And for more amazing content, make sure you have subscribed to our channel. For more quick updates, hit the bell icon so you can get notifications every time we post a new video.